What's the purpose of depression and worthless sentiments? Our worth is infinite, hope is within. We're potent kin, but they dope us with sins. The only reason for living is to grow and envision the scope of our givens. Breathe and kiss the ethers. Kindred, we're so limitless. I read this for Ithra like I'm speaking the Gita. Kama from Nila, Rama and Sita. That's the basis of hoping.
Peace. There is nothing in space and time that knows or feels anything. Although it may seem to be that many beings are roaming the earth, whether it be insects, beasts, plants, humans, and it seems as if they know and feel and sense. There is nothing in space and time that knows or feels anything. The feeler of all things, whether it be perceptions, the knower of all things, whether it be sounds, sights, everything felt or known is known to that which is not in space and time but eternal. Well, how can we prove this? Well, we have to start with the examination of ourselves. If we see all things that we think, know, or feel things, we would consider them bodies. Well, let's examine our body first. We often say if we, let's say stub our toe or drop something on our foot, we tend to say, the pain is felt right here, and we will point to a spot on the foot where we either stubbed our toe or dropped something. So from these concepts, we begin to think that it's the body that feels the pain, and we have been conditioned into this. But the body is not the one who feels pain. The body is felt. Let me repeat. The body does not feel pain. The body is felt. For instance, we think pain happens in or on a body. There's only one that knows pain, and it's not the body. For instance, if you've ever seen a dead carcass, does a dead carcass know anything about pain or that body? Of course not. Because it's not the body that knows. You can drop a whole brick on a dead carcass and that body would not know anything. Because it's not the body that knows. Same with feelings. If we were to touch, or we were talking just about dropping something on our body, what about the one that sees? For instance, is it the eyes that truly see? If you ever seen a dead body, sometimes they have died with the eyes wide open, yet they see not. Because it was never the eyes that know perceptions or know the feeling of a drop on the foot. But what about emotions and feelings and things of this nature? Well, does the feeling of anxiety or sadness know itself, or is that feeling and sensation known to another? And we would say, from our own experience, that sadness is known to what I call me, or anxiety in my body is known to me. Or the pain that I have in my leg is known to me. So it's not the body that feels the pain or feels the emotion. It's not the emotion that feels the emotion. It's me who feels all these things. Well, let's get to me. Whether a thought pops up, because usually this me is a thought. Well, I'm this Indian doctor that lives in Pakistan, and this is the thought of who me is. But when this thought pops up, is that thought known to you? And a thought comes and goes, so that thought cannot be you. But who and what are thoughts known to? If we had the thought right now, 2 + 2 = 4. That thought is known to me. Thoughts do not know themselves. 2 + 2 = 4 in my head does not know itself. So it's not the knower. So my thoughts are not the one that knows. It's known to me. Something that could not only see it, but see my feelings, emotions, and also feels the body. So all three things that are in time and space, because they can be seen, first of all, and they have a birth and a death. That's what it means to be in time and space. These three things that have a birth and a death are known to something that cannot be seen, which is not in time and space, which some call awareness or consciousness or God. This just knowingness that knows the thoughts of the mind, that knows the sensations of the body, that knows the perceptions of the world. This is the feeler, the knower. This is the one who feels. The one who is not in time and space feels the things that seem to be in time and space. And so all the beings of the world that seem to be in time and space are not the ones feeling, but it's this invisible isness that feels all things. I hope that's clear. Shalom.